Reading, Pennsylvania, Republican.
Hi, Peter. I wanted to say to the one gentleman who called that we don't disrespect what he was trying to do as white people, some of us who disagree with how workable the dream is. We don't disrespect Dr. King. We just don't think it's a workable thing because it goes against the imperatives of human nature. Race is always going to be with us. It's a biological fact, and we see it every day in our life. We also see it with the fact that Americans are still self-segregating. There was about 84% of whites still live in areas, regions, gated communities, neighborhoods that are over 95% racially homogeneous. Churches are some of our most segregated institutions in America. School choice and housing patterns are still segregated. Diversions, hobbies, interests. Every place where the government is not involved in your life, people segregate, and that's normal because that is very natural. In fact, when blacks want to be around blacks, when they want to enjoy their own culture, that's uplifting. It's beautiful. When Hispanics want to have their own culture, that's wonderful, enriching. But when whites want to preserve some of the things they want to preserve, that's somehow immoral.
What do you think whites want to preserve?
I think they want to preserve their culture, if you will, even though they don't really have a culture. I mean, whites dismantled their racial identities. They assimilated all the different ethnic groups. In order to have a race-blind nation, all people must do the same thing. Only whites have lived up to Dr. King's dream. We have come 180 degrees from that dream. We now have a race-obsessed society. We now have a society where meritocracy has bent its knee to the dispensation of racial entitlements, affirmative action, reverse discrimination. We have hundreds and hundreds of racial organizations, all where, things like that. So you can't, you also, look at adoption. It's interesting, Peter. Whites are the only people who adopt people of other races. They don't think about their own race. Whites adopt Asian children by the tens of thousands. They adopt black children. Blacks would never adopt white children or poor children from Appalachia. They could care less.
Boston.